This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment and S4 Tactical Gear. Links are in the description box below. What's up, guys? It's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. Appreciate y'all watching. We want to start a new series. I don't know how many episodes will go into it, but we'll just kind of call this episode 1. I think we've done a video like this before, but we didn't really put it in as a series. But we're going to start doing one called Gun Rants. Yeah. If you guys don't like rant videos, you probably better roll on. But for you guys that are diehard and you want to hear what we have to say, this is it. So on this video, we are going to talk about single stack guns. Go ahead, brother.
You know what kind of inspired this, and is we had a comment recently about not faulting us for carrying double stacks, and and basically saying that it was easy to go do a mag dump at the range when you're carrying a double stack. Versus when you carry a single stack, you have to make every shot count, which was virtually, I think that was the direction he was trying to go. But at the same time, it was, also like, I have to respond to that in a constructive manner. And I also have to explain a few things. Number one, the reason why we carry double stacks 99% of the time is because of training.
Yeah,
it's training based. From getting some professional training to shooting drills at the range, practice at home. We're just more comfortable with more rounds on board. Yep. And basically my response to him was that, and then I also explained to him that every one of these rounds, every single one of them, okay, this is a 15 round mag, so I think I've only got 15 in here. I don't think I'm carrying +1. So 15 rounds, right? Another 15 on, no, this is 17 on my side. Okay, every one of these rounds has got a check attached to it with my name and everything that I own. Because if one of these rounds ends up in a place where I didn't mean to put it, it could literally cost me everything.
Yep. And
we understand that, we know that, we take that seriously. That's why we put such a premium on accurate shooting.
Yep.
We put such a premium on maintaining a cool head.
Yep. And
being calm when you're carrying a gun and not going places where you don't need to go. Because we realize that if we have to use these things, it may be the worst day of it's probably going to be the worst day of our life.
Yeah.
But we also know that even if things went well, even if we won the gunfight, right? But someone got hurt that didn't need to get hurt, that we could still lose everything. Yep. And you're not winning every fight like that. You need to win the physical fight, you need to win the mental fight after the fact, and you need to win the financial fight as well.
Yep.
Because if you get into a shooting, you best believe you're going to be in 3 fights. You're going to be a fight for your life, a fight for your money, and your freedom, your freedom, and then a fight for your mind, because it's not a natural thing for us to take a life. Yep. So, given all that, and I'm ranting here, but this is a rant video. Just because we carry a double stack doesn't mean that we want to just blaze it up.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that when I draw my gun, I'm going to dump the magazine as soon as it comes out.
Yeah. We're going to shoot till he stops.
We're going to shoot till the threat stops. And I want to give you I want to tell you something that happened with me, and this is going to give you an idea of why I carry a double stack gun, not a single stack gun. So we're on the range one day, and we're shooting the Glock 42. I don't know if you even remember this, but we're shooting the Glock 42. We're kind of shaking it out, just kind of running it, something like that. It's actually your mom's carry gun. So we're kind of vetting it and shooting it a little bit and getting a feel for it. And we're filming because we did a little review of the Glock 42. So I'm shooting this gun, right? Just shooting it, just going about my business. Dead trigger, tap rack, dead trigger, double feed. I start clearing that double feed. Guess how many rounds I lose when I cleared that double feed?
At least 2.
2. How many rounds does a Glock 42 hold?
6.
So let's do the math here.
4.
4. A 6 shot just turned into a 4 shot. Now, statistically, if you go back and you look at self-defense encounters, and I know these guys are going to get on here and they're going to do this
3 rounds, 3 seconds.
rounds, 3 seconds, 3 feet or whatever. Bull. Okay? Bull. You don't know what it's going to take. You don't know what your fight's going to take. There has been multiple accounts of people being shot multiple times and it taking multiple hits to put them down. And I'll give you another for instance. I worked a trauma one time where a person was shot. I don't know how many times that person was shot. That person, it was a home break-in. The person was at the door. They were trying to bust the door in. This person turned and ran away, and they shot through the door with an FN-57. And they filled that person full of holes. And guess what?
Holds a lot of rounds.
We worked on that person for a long time before they finally, what happened. But this business of I can carry a single stack gun because the fight's gonna last 3 rounds. No.
You just don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. And I'm gonna tell you another reason that I carry a double stack gun. And this may not be something you think about, but for the most part, a single stack gun that you're going to conceal carry is tiny. It's a tiny little old gun. It's something like a 43 or a 42 or a shield or something like that. Can those be shot accurately and at distance? Yes, they can. But is it easier to shoot this as opposed to a little small single stack gun? Yeah.
And what do you train with?
I train with this.
Exactly. And that's another thing that we find, guys, is that when dudes go to the range, they want to break out the compact it ain't,
yeah,
or the full-size gun, but then they want to carry a mouse gun.
Yeah.
And you're not going to have the same performance out of your Glock 43 if you don't train with it.
Yep.
You've got to train. Me and Michael got to shoot our 26s more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we carried our 26. You know, I've just about switched to carrying a compact, or even I carried 17 last night appendix.
Yeah.
And appendix carry has allowed me to carry a bigger gun more consistently, but you know, we got to shoot our 26 more.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. But the thing is, guys, you don't know. You just don't know. And I'll tell you something else. Carrying a double stack gun, a compact, gives you a lot of options in like, that's a TLR7. I can carry a light on my gun. I can't carry a light on my gun if I carry a single stack. I can carry a TLR6, but...
Which is what my wife carries.
But I mean, in a movie theater, what's that light going to do for you?
Yeah. You're going to be limited.
You're very limited with that little 100 lumen light is what you can do. Now, do I need to depend my life on that light? No, I don't. My handheld is where it's at, because there might be days like this where, you know, I'm not carrying a light. I'm just carrying a gun. But I like to have options, and you don't get that with a single stack gun.
Yeah, guys, that's the thing, is that it gives you options. And you know, we've had this basic talk before.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard us in every EDC video. We've done a video, single stacks versus double stacks. So this is, you know, you've heard this thing before.
Yep.
But for guys out there that are maybe new viewers and maybe haven't went through our videos, there's a rhyme, you know, and a reason, and there's a method behind the madness.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you don't believe in carrying a double stack, I'm going to challenge you. Go get some professional training.
Yep.
Take your shield and go take fighting pistol, which I watched a guy take fighting pistol with a shield and another, I think a woman with a 43. Go take it.
They struggled.
Yeah. And, well, the dude was a shooter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about the female. I didn't watch it.
I'm not going to say that they weren't shooters, but they struggled in the fact that they reloaded 400 million times.
Yeah.
And I don't want to reload my gun in a gunfight.
Heck no.
I don't want to have to, because the whole time that gun is down and I am putting bullets in it, bullets are flying at me.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. So I don't want to have to reload if I don't have to. I'll give you another one. I'll challenge you to do this. Take your shield, your 43, your whatever your single stack gun is. Go to your range if your range allows you to do this, and set up 3 targets. Set up 3 targets apart from each other, and you have to put those 3 people down. And see how fast you can do it with your single stack versus your double stack. Now, and that's if you're lucky and a couple of shots puts them down. What if it's a big old huge dude that's hopped up on crack or meth or
PCP.
speed or PCP, and you have to shoot that dude 6 times before he goes down,
Or 12 times.
or 12 times before he has to go down? You can't even get it done if you got to shoot him more than 8 times.
Yeah, look at the FBI shootout from the 80s, the Miami FBI shootout. Go watch, if you haven't seen that video or a documentary on that, you need to go watch it. I mean, the FBI went to friggin' 10mm after that.
Yeah.
Just because the 9mm and 38 specials and, you know, the tenacity of the human body allowed a couple of very determined individuals to stay in the fight.
Yep.
So
Now, bullets have changed a lot since then.
But they're still not.
But they're still not. Handgun rounds, no matter what the round, is subpar to rifle rounds. And you are probably going to have to shoot them quite a few times. The thing is, guys, where are your 2 places to shoot somebody that is going to guarantee that they're going to stop fighting?
2 places?
There's 2 places on the body.
Well, one is the brain pan.
Yep.
So right here, this is a fight stopper.
Yeah. And it's actually here, or anywhere in here.
Yeah. This is this general area.
Yep.
And I mean, you got to hit central nervous system if you want to stop them immediately.
But what other place will stop them?
Eventually. Thoracic cavity.
Yeah, here, high center chest, the heart, somewhere around in there.
Heart, aorta, lungs.
That causes major blood loss. That's the thing. It's got to either shut down the electrical system, or it's got to cause enough major blood loss that they bottom out and they go out. Here's the thing: if you shoot them in the aorta,
you explode their aorta.
you explode their aorta. People that have no medical knowledge, tell them what that is.
Yeah, that's the major vessel that comes off of your heart and feeds the rest of your body.
That's where all your blood
oxygenated
comes from.
blood.
Yeah, that's the main line. If you explode that line, how much longer are they going to fight?
At least 10 seconds.
Yeah, they got
10 seconds.
They probably got.
They
10
got
seconds.
10 seconds of blood flow and blood to the brain.
Let's say they got 4 seconds.
How many rounds can I shoot in 4 seconds? A lot.
A lot. I can put a lot of rounds downrange in 4 seconds.
I can spread a lot of hate in 4 seconds.
So guess what? You got it. Let's say 4 seconds after you explode that aorta for them to stop fighting. You've got to keep putting pressure on them till that happens.
Yeah.
And your little 6-shot Glock 43 or your little 7-shot M&P shield might run out of bullets.
You probably already shot all 4 or 5 rounds by that point. We're just
But you
throwing some scenarios out there. But
you guys need to think about that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we one thing that we practice is triple tap. So 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Pop, take your time, squeeze off that last round in that brain pan, and the way that I actually ended up getting away from the single stacks and moving to double stacks is we were doing a multiple threat scenario drill that we did a lot. Triple tap. I can't triple tap this guy.
You can't even. Yeah.
I've got 1 shot, maybe 2 if I'm running an extended mag.
Yep.
So at that point, I was finding myself going to my reload to finish. To
even finish that
finish
drill.
the threat. Well, guys, if he's armed, which he should be. More than likely. I mean, he doesn't have to be since it's 3 to 1, but how much time does he need to stab me or to shoot me or to,
Yep.
So double stacks is all about it's a tool that does more jobs.
Yep. And the thing is, guys, You know, what's the chances of that being your scenario? You have no way of knowing.
Yeah.
That's the point. You have no way of knowing. So why wouldn't you prepare for the worst?
I mean, that's why we're carrying a gun anyways.
You know, it's
For
all
the worst.
the age-old saying is hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. So if you're carrying a gun to defend yourself, why wouldn't you carry the best thing that you can carry, or the thing that's going to have you the most prepared? If I could get away with it, I would just sling a rifle and go with a rifle everywhere, because that's the best tool for the job.
Yeah, exactly. But it's hard to live that way.
But you can't live that way. You know, I can't throw my Daniel Defense on my back and roll with it. I mean, I just can't.
And the entire reason that we're here, guys, right? The same argument, people, like the argument we just made for we can't throw our rifles on our back, they're going to be like, well, I can't carry a double stack. The whole reason that we're here, I say at least 90% of the reason that we're here, is to show you, yes, you can carry it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it with consistency, so that to improve, you know, your carry, to give you more capabilities. The guys from Practac just got into this same thing.
Yep.
A dude posted on Nick's EDC video.
I'm not carrying all that crap.
Yeah, why are you carrying all that crap? You know, and the guy was like, and actually the dude he was like, I carry a Glock 23. That's it.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, you just want more capabilities out of your carry setup, and you can do it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you a for instance of how I know you can do it. Okay, Ike Stevens, Big Tex Outdoors. We've talked about him a couple of times in videos. I bought some products from him. Good dude, good company. Go check him out.
You get Israeli pocket sand and a Constitution with your purchase.
Absolutely,
Freaking awesome.
You can't beat that.
Shigasha.
Yeah. Anyways, his wife, I don't know her name. I follow him on Instagram, so I've seen pictures of his little wife. His wife is like little teeny tiny thing, little bitty thing. Looks like, I mean, she's just little bitty. She carries a Glock 19 all the time. Don't tell me you can't do it. It doesn't matter your size. It doesn't matter your stature. You can carry a double stack gun. I'm not telling you to carry an H&K USP 45. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to carry a Mark 23 or a Desert Eagle. I'm not saying that. But you can carry a double stack gun. It doesn't matter what size you are. I am what you would consider a Sasquatch.
Squatchy.
I'm squatchy. I'm a big dude. I can carry a double stack gun. But when a girl that's tiny, teeny, tiny can carry one,
my wife carries a 19 from time to time.
what's your excuse?
Yeah.
You don't have one.
And guys, and here's the thing. It's when people say that, like, I just need to carry it. You know, a lot of times it comes from a place of complacency, and I mean this with as much respect as I can give. Just a smidge of ignorance.
Yeah.
And the ignorance ignorance means you just don't know something. Okay, being ignorant doesn't mean you're stupid. Being ignorant means you don't have the experience. You haven't tried something. You don't have knowledge about it.
Well, sometimes it's chosen ignorance too.
Well, yeah.
It's blindness and just refusal to see the importance in something, so they just do
some
what
of
they
that
want
is
to do.
stupidity. But like I was the guy that was gonna carry a Commander 1911. I was a guy that was gonna I've got a shield, and I do carry it from time to
When
time.
we first started shooting and hanging out, like every time you come over, you had a shield on.
Yeah, because it was easy.
It was easy. It was comfortable.
But it can be done, guys, and there's a reason behind it. And all that we try to do on this channel is to find like-minded individuals like you, and if you're watching this channel, you're pretty much like-minded, and encourage you to have more capabilities and to do what you're doing already better.
Yep.
We just want you to be better versions of yourself. That's all we want from us.
Yep.
You know, that's why me and Michael are on a diet. Is because we want to be better versions of ourselves, and we want that out of you. And guys, when the dudes come on the channel and they're like, "Hey, man, I really hope y'all are, trying to lose some weight and doing some exercise," like, that's the same situation that maybe some of you are in when we're ranting about single stacks. Maybe it hurts your feelings a little bit, but at the end of the day, those dudes mean well. They come on and they're genuinely concerned. Now, do we necessarily, care what everybody has to say? No, you don't have to care what we have to say. But at the end of the day, it's coming from a place of like, we want you to do the best you can and to protect your family as best you can, or if you don't have family, yourself as best you can. So that's it, guys. I mean, we're not. It's a rant for sure. I get it, but we just want you to know that there's a reason behind everything that we say and do on this channel. Yeah,
and we want you at the end of the day to examine what you're doing and what you're carrying and saying, is this enough to stop whatever threat comes my way?
Yeah.
And if your 5-shot revolver's not it, if your single stack gun is not it, and you really know that it's not it, then you really need to take a open-minded view at what you're doing and seeing if you need to change.
Yeah.
If you honest to God feel like your shield is enough, hey, more power to you. But I would venture to say that if you really stop and take a look at it, you'll realize that you probably need a little more gun.
Yeah, nobody's ever gotten into a gunfight and said, man, I wish I didn't have so many rounds on me.
Yeah, God, I wish I hadn't been told.
In a handgun fight. I'm not talking about dudes overseas that have, they're trekking through the Afghan mountains and they're tired. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like civilian handgun fight.
Even those dudes though carry as much ammo as they can.
As they can stand.
So the mindset's still there. It's the same. It's just a different scenario.
You ever seen Black Hawk Down? At the beginning when they're about to go out in Mogadishu, and the dude's like, "You're not gonna need that rifle plate." Yeah, you're not gonna need that. And he's like, "Save some weight." And he's like, "We'll be back by whatever time."
Yeah.
And hot dog, they got into a blazing up gunfight. So don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that's like, I'm not carrying medical today.
Yeah.
Because you never know what your fight's going to be. You never know what your situation's going to be.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The dude that gets jumped by 4 guys and has to engage all 4 of those guys by himself, if you go and talk to him, when he left the house that day, he didn't figure he would get into anything. He didn't leave the house going, today's it. I'm going to get into it. 4 dudes are going to jump me today. I know they are.
Yeah.
You don't know. So be prepared. You got anything else, man?
No. Well, just if we hurt your feelings or if we made you feel some type of way, little rattling in there. But if we we apologize. We just like we said, there is a rhyme and a reason for everything that we say on here. I know sometimes maybe we seem a little incoherent. Maybe it's because we're tired. Maybe we worked a long shift. Maybe we got a lot going on at home. But for the most part, we try to give you solid information that you can use and you can take home and you can apply to your life. That's it. That's what we're here for, guys. We don't make any money on this channel.
Nope.
We do get to interact with cool people. We get some cool free stuff from our sponsors. And we have fun doing it. But at the end of the day, it's not about all that. It's about you guys and just getting solid information out there. We hate ignorance and we hate misinformation with a passion. So we do our best to give you stuff that you can take home with you.
Yep, that's right. So if you get your feelings hurt, we're not trying to do that. We're just trying to give you the best knowledge that we have. And that's it. At the end of the day, that's it. We're not trying to hurt your feelings. We just want you to really look at yourselves and look at what you're carrying and make sure that you're doing what's best for you and your family. Because at the end of the day, that's what's important. Anyways, guys, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the comment section below. You can always jump over to the Facebook page. We always get into a more in-depth conversation there. We will also provide links to all of our social media outlets, akmtactical.com, and our sponsors and affiliates in the description box below. We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be safe.